Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. Robert, Dorinda, Katie, good to see you. Not sure if y'all looked in the description below, but kind of says a lot. There's the link if any of y'all want to join me. It's been a crazy, emotional day. Hey, Heather and Jeff. How are y'all? I know this sounds crazy, but imagine if everyone was blind, couldn't see. How would they get to know a person? I don't know what I'm doing. Am I too? Yeah. True, Robert, by listening. Yes, that sounds crazy. Well, the first thing people do whenever they see you is see you. And they go by the way you look, right? And then they decide if they want to get to know you. I'm talking about if people were totally blind, like I was, how would you get to know a person? Anyway, crazy day. Do y'all need the link again? Smell. Yeah, that too. But you get to know them by talking to them and touch. Mostly talking. You get to know them inside, not outside. Is my computer doing my thing again? I'm seeing it in there, and y'all aren't. That wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry, Anna. Why does everyone's comments keep popping up over there? Stop it. Can y'all see it now? Yay.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hey.
How
How are
are
you,
you?
girl?
So, did you leave Liberty Warrior earlier tonight? Early tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Robert. Hello, Farmer's Son Prepping.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Hey,
my
Jeff.
pee.
Hey, Heather.
I need a hug.
Dorinda.
Oh, I love the dog. Hello, Jeff and Heather.
Hello. I'm sending you hugs, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Send
I
a
love
love,
that poem at the bottom.
Bonnie.
Do what?
I love that poem at the bottom.
That is from Avril Lavigne, and the song uh, is it Breakaway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love Avril Lavigne. Frog. I'm a 36-year-old single male who lives alone and have
I
no
doubt that, Frog.
If I try to approach strangers and talk to them, I'll get the police called on me. Nah.
I don't think so.
You're the same age as my children. Couple of them.
So, how are you today, Robert?
Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome.
Rain. Bonnie sounds like she got it. What's up, Bonnie?
I'll just say I have a lot of homework to do this week. A whole lot.
Good. Huh.
Well, you're awake, so your homework should be easy.
Yeah.
Self-discovery is always easy. Just write it down.
Well, this is it's worksheets that I have to do. I mean, it's real homework.
Shoot.
My
Got the stupid
therapist
headphone on.
met with her today, and so we found a huge link to what's going on with me.
Uh-huh.
And
Hey, Anna. Hey, Anne Marie.
you know, you leave someone and you think, I'm done, it's over, woohoo. It's
But no, it doesn't work that way.
sometimes there's some scars that you don't recognize until, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it, Frog 9.
There's a song I could sing to you that I sing all the time. But it's a really downer song.
Well, you need to pick a new song then, Bonnie.
And Frog, you're in the right
Yeah.
place. We're all
We're all trying to figure shit out, and we don't know what the hell's going on. We're all
yes.
frustrated.
Didn't.
We're all hoping things are going to happen. That's kind of where we're at.
But we
Just a
try to
bunch of
get
crazies that like chatting.
in a positive place and boost each other up.
Yeah.
So you're in the right place if you need boosting. Sometimes we need a good kick in the butt too to get us boosted.
Yeah, sometimes we need that too.
It's what, Robert?
Hey, you got to step out. That's what I did. You got to step out too.
And you think that's what it is?
Once this stuff gets overwhelming, it's time to just step aside. Just step to the side and let those people pass you. When you feel comfortable, then you yourself get back on the path.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's your path's going to go in a circle instead of any destination.
Yeah. You got to be positive with
Step
yourself
out.
and
Yeah.
So you mean like stop doing this for a little bit?
I hope you don't do that.
No. Stop the stuff that is making you feel these feelings. Like,
Oh,
I feel I enjoyed a beautiful nap today instead of exposing myself to that garbage. I learned some things instead of exposing myself to garbage. You see what I mean?
yes, I do.
I feel much better not being exposed to the garbage.
I understand.
It's out of our hands. So let it be out of your hands.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I
in
mean?
God's hands. We can't do anything.
Well, I just
Yeah,
don't want to let anyone blame me.
100% agreed. It's in God's hands.
This is
Amen.
a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual battle. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. You got to stay positive, stand tall,
Yep.
and shine. And you shine all the time, Bonnie.
Right. Shine. Yep.
Even when you're talking to your granddaughter, your face lights up.
That's
Okay?
because
And
you're
when you're talking to us, your face lights up.
And we light up.
And we light up.
Right.
We're the fireflies.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Not with the people carrying torches. That's not working for you.
No, that's not us.
It's not going to work.
No.
That's right. That's not going to work for you.
That's all we can do, Frog. We have to put it in
I
his
mean, when
hands.
you're praying to God, you could kind of say, it'd be really nice if something happened, if you can show us something or something. I mean, he can laugh at you and say, yeah, I'll get there when I'm ready, but you can still ask.
Right?
Yeah.
I do every
yeah.
night.
You could
Can we
say, Lord, if it be your will, for this to
Yes.
happen,
Yeah.
Can we just see a little miracle here?
Yeah.
Didn't have to be a great big one like the Red Sea, just a tiny one.
Yeah. Like Fauci arrested. Sorry, that would please me to no end.
Yeah.
Hi, North Carolina girl.
What's
Good, North Carolina girl.
Did that other show end?
We're not all R2D2. We'll hang in chat. Sorry. Oh, love y'all too. Sorry it didn't work. Katie, I'm glad to see
What's
you.
going on?
I looked her
She
up.
put a video out today. I went there and I chatted after it was over, of course, and she commented tonight about it. So
I haven't looked at any of the videos, but I went to her Facebook and
I went to her YouTube.
so I was showing my girls the dreadlocks that they make. And I said, look at how cool this is. And they are looking at me like I have lost my ever-loving mind. And they're
We don't
like,
need them. We don't need them. We
Well,
don't
I
need them,
have
Bonnie.
I have a guy
no,
that comes in. Oh, frig! I just poked myself in the eye.
not for them, for me.
No, I have a guy that comes into the store who has messy dreadlocks. Okay, they're awful looking,
Okay,
and
when they look like they're
his
packed with
hair
poop,
stinks to high heaven.
I understand that. But I think
Yeah.
these are not like that.
No, I'm assuming, and she looks like she takes care of her hair and takes care of her body, and this
Yes,
person that I'm speaking of does not.
yes, I've seen
Okay,
those.
um, he's rat, I think. I don't know. But he dresses crappily and in pajamas 90% of the time. And he always looks like he's got stuff spilled all over his clothes, and he never looks clean, and his hair stinks. I can't smell, but I can smell that man.
Wow,
That's how bad he stinks. And everybody else goes away from him. But because he's different, and because he's a bit awake, I always try to talk to him.
good.
Like I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm standing a little bit back, but I'm chatting with him,
Yeah.
asking him how it's going and da 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 da. And he's like friendly, but he stinks because he doesn't take care of his hair.
Well, you can wash dreads even. Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
sure you can, but I don't know if he does. I wear pajamas all the time as soon as I get home from work. Farg. Every day. I'm in my jammies now. See?
well, then that's okay to. It's this time of night when we're all just kicked back and relaxing and unwinding from the crazy day.
Yep. Yeah, I like the little shirt too because I bought this at Value Village the other day. So I'm like, yeah, I like it. I'm going to wear it.
Cute. Yep.
You spray your dreadlocks with essential oils, Katie?
Oh, cool.
Most of the time, NC girl, I don't go out either, but I did today because I was going to the chiropractor and my pajamas are wide enough that he can get his hands up my leg. That's why I wore them.
Right.
Oh, that's beautiful. I know the lady that comes into the store that has the colored wool. I'm going to say wool. I don't know what it is in her hair. Her hair doesn't stink.
Well, there was one that looked like it was like loose braided, and it was turquoise and brown or black.
Uh,
And I was like, just one. And they were just looking at me like I was absolutely lost my mind. And I'm sitting there thinking, and that's when I was talking to my mother about putting some highlights in my hair. And she
uh,
was looking at me like, what? And I'm sitting there, Mom, you would color your hair green when you were going to see your Dr. Green. Her hair has been purple. Her hair has been blue. It's been pink. She has no room to talk.
mm-hmm. No. I wasn't trying to be rude about people with dreadlocks. Most people take care of them. This one customer I have does not. They look like a ratty freaking mess. They're disgusting. That's what I was talking about. Not most people with dreadlocks, because most people I've seen with dreadlocks take care of their hair, and it looks beautiful.
Yes.
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe the lady didn't have dreadlocks. Maybe she had a gazillion mini braids. I'm not real sure. To me, that's the same thing, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Okay, thanks, Katie.
Ah,
So I was sitting here today working on my glitter foam ornaments for my craft group.
yay.
And I found out I don't have any straws in my house. I only have metal straws now. And I need some straws to make these freaking ornaments. So now tomorrow, when I go to work, I got to buy thick straws.
Yeah, I've got some in my cabinet. I'm sorry you're not right here.
Yeah, like the milkshake ones, you know?
Yep. um,
I'm not sure if that guy showers either. That's kind of what I was getting at, Nancy girl. But I mean, I've never even actually seen dreadlocks until I started working at Walmart. I never paid attention.
yeah. Well, in Austin, you see a lot of them.
Well, I don't know if the mini braids are the same thing as dreadlocks either. So
No, it's different.
is it? Okay, well,
And it depends, too, how they do it.
yeah. Well, I think the lady with the multicolored stuff I was talking about in her dreads the other day, I think she has braided hair, if I'm not mistaken. But I thought dreadlocks were braided, sort of. Iffy. I don't know how it's done. Katie
Sometimes.
says they're braided. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, some of the ones that I see don't look like they don't look like braids. They look like messes.
Yeah.
And they're not they have hair sticking out all over the place, and it's yeah. Come on up, Katie. Oh, you got to
Hi,
drop the link
Pappy.
again, Bonnie.
Let me do that.
I don't know if she could. I don't know if it's still there.
I dropped it again.
Okay.
Of course you can, Katie. Everybody's welcome here. So, Farmer's Son, what are you up to? I'm glad to see you here.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I have been fighting with YouTube and trying to learn StreamYard so I can do something similar to this on my channel.
Oh, it's,
Awesome.
if I can figure it out, you can.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, you know what really got me was,
Damn, I'm hard.
you know, I've already done lives from my phone, and I thought, well, cool, I should be able to do them from a laptop. But
Yeah.
but no, I've got to do the 24-hour waiting period and all on that this week. I should be able to do them from a laptop. But
Holy shit, I made it. Oh, sorry if I'm not allowed to say that.
Yes, you can, but turn off your YouTube.
You got an echo.
Oh. Like that?
Yes.
Oh, we did it. We did
Yay.
it.
Now there's no echo.
High five.
High five.
here, everybody.
We did it. Oh, yeah, my little guy's all excited now.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Katie. It's good to see you again.
So nice to see you. I wanted to say personally, welcome to the group. And thank you for having me on tonight. I'm so excited. Can you tell? I'm so freaking excited.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And I did watch that video today, the whole thing. It was freaking awesome.
Which one?
The one you put up this afternoon.
About being nice and being kind to other
Yes.
people. Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes
I wrote, you have to be kind You have to be positive, and you have to shine.
Yes,
And
you
be
gotta
normal.
be. That's right. Because you know what? We have a
Well,
lot of our world is turned upside down and full of negativity, and I get it, right? But we still got to try to find and sway ourselves to some positivity every now and then. Otherwise, we're going to go insane.
Yep.
You
but we
know?
don't have to always be normal.
Hmm?
It's okay to not be. What is normal?
No, I have no
I was-
idea. And you know
It was
what?
a joke. It was a joke.
Okay.
No, I don't even want to find out. I don't even know. No. No, this is awesome. This is great. So I'm out here in BC, BC, Canada. So, and I know Dur is over in Ontario.
Yes.
And Bonnie,
Bonnie's
where are
in
you?
Texas.
Texas.
Robert's in
Texas.
California.
Live in Texas.
And I
I'm in
don't
the
know where
red.
Farmer's
I'm in
Son
the
is.
redwoods.
You're in the
I'm in
where's the-
Alabama.
Alabama. That's awesome. That is so cool. So I make these dreadlocks and I ship them like all over the world. So my last dreadlocks went all the way out to freaking Romania.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, wherever that is. So no, this is
Farmer's
awesome.
son needs. Farmer's son needs some of those.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, this
Just
is
stick
great.
them under your hat, brother.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Farmer's
My
son
mom-
is a country boy.
in Ontario.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
My mom and dad are in Ontario.
Oh, yeah, whereabouts in Ontario?
So they'd be closer to Sarnia.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
Southern Ontario. That's closer to where Gigi is.
Hey, Robert,
Okay.
if my daddy saw me wearing those things, he'd shoot me.
Yep.
Until I come on more often, I'll have them all styled up and shit. It'll be like, what you got going on here? Oh, it's all for fun, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta make
Girls
you
might be
gotta have
chasing you around town.
Gotta have fun. It's got to start with inside first, right? And then the rest kind of happens. And then I don't
Yes.
know. That's all it is.
See, I
I'm
was
just
making
joking around.
decorations this week.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
beautiful.
I screwed this one up. I gotta take it apart and redo it, but I'm trying to bring
That's
it up.
awesome.
The other way. There you go.
Oh wow.
Cool.
I'm gonna try and blow up my screen. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. I get to see you all up close and personal now.
Good.
Oh, just look at it. Look at you guys. Aw. Are we having a good time tonight or what?
Always.
This is awesome. I got my boobly or bubbly or whatever the freak you call that here in Canada.
I think it's called boobly, but I don't know.
I know. I don't think anybody knows. Boobly, bubbly.
We
We
call
have-
that fancy wine in Alabama.
Yeah, we have that here too.
How do you pronounce it, Bonnie?
Yeah,
I don't
how do you-
know. My dad buys it and drinks it.
Everybody's just like, get me a case of that there. Just get
Yeah.
that.
The bubbly, the bubbly.
The bubbly.
And she wants the green one.
And my vape. So this is my other thing. I'm a vapor.
That's all right. I'm a smoker. Robert's a smoker. Bonnie's a smoker.
Oh man, I wasn't even trying to give up cigarettes. See, the thing is, I love smoking. But then I was working at a grocery store and it was quick and I was trying to figure these guys out just to see. And then I was like, shit, I don't mind. And then before you know it, I wasn't even trying to give up smoking. And now I puff on this thing like 24/7 though. So it's not really any big difference, but I'm not about to give this shit up now either. So I'm just saying. It's just me and my boobly.
Sudbury's not that far away from NC Girl. NC Girl has relatives in Sudbury, Sturgeon Falls, Cambridge, and Kitchener. I have friends in Sudbury, Sturgeon Falls. So hey, it's not that far.
Yeah, I've got a daughter in Cambridge. I've got a daughter and both other daughters just Chatham, Sarnia area. So yeah, yep.
Mm.
Ontario was my stomping grounds for years and years. But I grew up in a little southern town in Manitoba, so that's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm from. Yeah, out in the boonies, out in
I grew up in a small town called Chapleau in northern Ontario.
the Chapleau. Okay, like a French community,
Well, it's yeah,
kinda.
kinda.
Yeah. No, I grew up in a little German community in Manitoba.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all learned how to speak French really fluently, especially the swear words. That's what we
That's the
learned.
first thing you learn. That's
That's what we
the
learned
first,
first.
always,
Hey,
all the
Monty.
time.
It's good to see
Boucher
you.
toi.
Oh, this is great. I'm so glad I finally figured this out. I'm so excited. You don't. I'm like looking. I'm just like, hi. How are you all?
We're all good.
Mhm.
This is great.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you
How you
found it
doing?
when we talked about it on Our Neck of the Woods.
Our neck of the wood. What is her name again? I feel
Heather.
so bad. Heather. She is a sweetheart, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a
What's up here?
sweetheart, and
Freaking intelligent.
oh my God, that's what I was telling her. So I was listening and watching the other day, and my husband was listening, and he was like, "Man, that lady has a lot of information. Like, she's smart." And I was like, "I know. I think I found my people. I think you know what I
I
mean.
call
When you find your when you know you found some good people." And I was like, "Oh, I was drawn right away. I was like, I'm coming back here. I got to come back here."
Aw. Yeah, I call her the walking encyclopedia because she just
No,
compacted in there.
hi, Robert.
How you doing? I'm in the redwoods of California.
Oh, are you?
Robert, hold your hair
Or
out.
close. No.
Show her your
God bless
hair.
you,
It's
Robert.
beautiful.
Let me see. Holy,
Look at this.
you have long hair.
I don't need dreads.
Yeah, we didn't know it for the longest time. We saw it. And,
Mhm.
Well,
whoa.
these I make, and then they get braided in. But I'll show you just quickly how long. So here.
Yep.
See where your hands were?
So yeah. But
And
whatever.
is that all dreads, or is your natural hair that long?
No, my natural hair probably comes down to about here. So this all got
Oh,
some of
okay.
this is actually dreadlocked in, and some of this is still kind of braided in. And then it's all hard to explain. But like for someone, so let's say Durr wanted like dreadlocks, but she didn't want to dreadlock her own hair. You would order a set of these, and then you would actually have these braided into your own hair so that your hair would actually be protected in a braid around a dreadlock, and it would never damage your hair.
Oh, wow.
That's
So it's
cool.
actually, so if someone were to want, let's say, oh, you know, my hair is an awkward stage, but it's long enough to braid, but I like long hair, you could actually have all this braided into your hair. And then like these ones I wear now are over a year old. So you can take them in, take them out, put them back in, take them back out, wash them. You can, yeah. And I built these to last. So like I'm sure like my husband could take our boat and probably tie it off on the deck, and the boat wouldn't go. I'm sure of it. That son of a gun ain't going nowhere. I don't know.
Do
Robert's
you use
looking at
sport
me.
plat? I can't see if you use sport plat
I'm
braid.
gonna. Do you mind
just
if I
use sport
put you
plat?
full screen?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let me see if I can figure this out.
Okay. And I've got
Do
some.
you use four plat when you're braiding? Do you use 4 plat or 6?
I'm
Like
not sure what you
strands.
meant.
Plat
So it's
plat
like three.
plats
So what I do
mean
is each dreadlock, I make a little loop on the end of a dreadlock. You would take your own hair, split a section in half. You would take that little loop, you would put some of your own hair through that loop. You would use the dreadlock as your third leg in a braid. And then you would braid your hair around the dreadlock,
3.
put it together with elastics, and then it's in there. So right now that's a braid.
So that's
So
a 3 plat braid.
I have braids and dreads all mixed together. So and then that's a
I'm not
dreadlock.
working on it.
Yeah.
No. Solo layout. There we go.
Oh, there.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow, that's big. But yeah,
Pappy's
I
funny.
know. Well, it's kind of like, so here, it's just you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah. That's what I love about it. You can style it however you want and it's going to stay.
Yeah, and then I wash them like a sweater. So when I'm in the shower or I want to get them wet, I just take shampoo into my hands, go like this, and then I massage shampoo into my hair. It doesn't have to be any kind. And then just like you would wash a sweater, you would get the lather all in there, make sure it's rinsed out really well. And then of course it takes forever for them to dry, so they drip a lot until they get dry. And then you're good.
Yeah.
And then for my scalp, just to make sure that my scalp stays nice, I put essential oils in distilled water. And then that helps in case of like you wouldn't want to get lice or be around near like things that could make it very bad for your dreadlocks, like because it just would not be a good idea. So then you have like antifungal sprays that you can use natural to freshen them up
Right.
and for bugs and all that stuff so they stay nice and clean and fresh. And that's it. And
That's
you're
cool.
good to go. And then that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Your dreads are beautiful, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a lot of hard work. It's a lot of work.
Just be careful when you work on your car.
Yeah. I can see that. That would be a freaking bad day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I have trouble with. I have trouble with as long as it is. I gotta tie it up.
So yeah,
That's too much hair.
God.
It's the same
What
thing
am I-
smoking in the
what am I
wind.
doing? No, I'm just kidding. So
Where's Jeff and Heather?
They're in chat. They're
They
having
said they
internet
were showing,
issues.
yeah, R2D2 things going on or something.
Oh.
I think.
Pappy says, I'd have to use Gorilla Glue to put those things on my bald head. But I could sing reggae afterwards.
well, hey, there are no rules to the game. There's no rules. If you can get him to stay in, you're good. You're good.
Yep. And he can sing reggae. Oh, we lost Farmers.
Yeah.
Dur, I love your hair color.
See, we're always telling her what pretty hair she has.
She does.
She,
I know.
she froze?
She's looking away. She's like, "You're not talking to me." There she is. Aww.
My hair's a mess.
You're beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You are. Robert, you got nice hair.
Happy.
He's just giggling over there.
Happy
shouldn't be
says
wrong.
grade one into the ear air in each of his ears. That's where the old man hair grows.
Oh,
Oh,
fun,
that's
fun.
awesome.
Here's the link to
So, how was everybody's day? What did everybody do today? What's
I went,
new?
I went to the chiropractor, but the chiropractor's office was closed for some reason. I
Oh
wrote down the
no.
number on a mask, but then I lost the mask, so I couldn't call them back. Oh well. Typical, you know.
Yes.
I went to the pawn shop to look for a movie that got misplaced by my son's friend.
Yeah.
He borrowed it, and I guess he had another rented movie at the same time. And the porno rented movie ended up in the Black Hawk Down movie case.
Oh
So
no.
he returned my Black Hawk movie to the place where he
Oh
rented it from.
no.
Oh no.
So I want my movie back. So I went to the pawn shop,
Oh my god.
and
Ooh, oh, oh, oh.
hang on a second.
Anna knows my turmoil.
I
Yes.
bought
Oh,
an
that's right.
American 50-cent piece.
Yeah, you were saying that. I remember watching part of that.
And
Yes.
20 bucks
And
or something.
and a Canadian dollar.
Nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
So
At the pawn shop?
now I have 2 pieces of silver.
Oh, nice.
Did they
Yeah,
come in the cases?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
that's awesome.
I need some of the cases.
The American was 20 bucks. And Pappy Two Bears said that it was already worth 27.
Yeah.
And the Canadian one was 35.
That's all right. That's what they tell us to do, though. We're supposed to be buying up all that silver and stuff right now, you know?
Yes.
And on Liberty, they want me to buy it for my kids and my husband and everybody for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got those, but you could actually get a better deal buying an ounce at a time. Buy the Silver Eagles, and you'll get a whole ounce, a whole troy ounce.
Yeah, and how much is that?
It's
20,
about the
25 bucks.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. I don't think you can buy that at the pawn shop.
No, you have to order it. If you do the Miles Franklin through Liberty Warrior, and I think if you mention Liberty Warrior, you get a discount. Is what I had heard.
Nice.
And yeah, I thought
Constitutional
Andy was
silver is
gonna
good to have those too, so don't worry about that.
do what?
I said constitutional silver is still good to have, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's in a square or whatever, because most likely, like if it goes like they're saying it could, you'll be breaking it up into pieces anyway.
Yeah.
This one, according to the internet, I'm going to say that because I'm going to clarify myself. It has 80% silver in it.
Right.
80?
And I think this one has
I
75.
think it's 90.
Well,
Should be
if you
90,
go through them, Miles Franklin, it's 0.999.
999 fine.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that's what you're gonna get.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, Victor's in the house. Hey, Victor.
Hey, Victor.
Hello, farmer's son.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm very blessed.
Very well. Where are you hailing from?
Alabama.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'm way down south. Way down south from where you are.
Way down south. Yeah, no kidding. What's the weather
I'm
like where you
further.
guys are all
Our expected low tonight is 45 Fahrenheit.
at? Oh,
And we got our first frost yesterday. So our first frost was yesterday.
oh, nice. Yeah, we did. I thought
Yeah.
we were gonna get a bunch of flooding, and we ended up. My husband came home from work, and yeah, he was showing me pictures. They actually had started sandbagging a lot of the I guess a lot of neighbors and stuff started sandbagging their yards because we're right
Because of the
down
rain.
because we're right down by the ocean over here, eh? So
Yeah.
we're yeah. So I mean, winds like crazy wind today too. So but it's been
Wow.
like that for days now, days and days.
Well, down here, we got up to 80 today, and right now it's 64. And that's
How-
Fahrenheit.
That's nice,
How's
Bonnie.
We are at 34 and it's going down to 25
80
Fahrenheit.
degrees is Bonnie's house today.
Wow. Yeah, my mom said the other day it was really cold. It was really cold, she said. Yeah.
I had to light my heater for the first time yesterday.
Oh,
So-
I turned my furnace on in September when it started to get cold. The day I turned my furnace on, it said that my house was 53 degrees.
Wow.
And I was freezing. My husband went to camp, went hunting, whatever, and I'm like, I'm done freezing. I
Yeah.
had a
Yeah.
big
Yep.
freaking sweater on. I'm sitting here in a blanket.
Yeah.
It's
No,
freaking
because
stupid.
because you
In
can't
in September, it's still 90 degrees in Alabama.
No, not here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah, no, and over here it's just damp. It's like living in a rainforest. So it's just like damp all the time, eh? So it's
Yeah.
always like big woolly socks and yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But you know what?
That's
This summer was just blazing. Just
Yes, it
blazing.
was.
Oh my God. It got up to, I don't know in Fahrenheit, but I mean Celsius out
No, y'all
here.
had all kind of record
We
highs up there this
we were
year.
reaching, I think, 49.
That's
So
like 100 and 100 and
double
about
that, and
110.
32. Is
Hmm.
that right? Double and add 32. So yeah, we were hot, like
Wow.
stinking hot. I took a spray bottle to bed, okay, and then my dreads
Yes.
are so damn hot. So I had like this great big pile of dreads on my head. I was laying in my bed. I had like the spray bottle from underneath the kitchen sink, and I'm like trying to find some solace in front of this little dollar store fan. I'm like, this isn't happening. Like, this isn't, and I'm just bitchier. I'm bitchier than all hell, too. I'm just like, this is no,
That's
we're not
summertime for you.
this game. Not today.
Some
And
true.
so I'm good with the chili. I like it chillier. I don't mind the warming up and putting on a sweatshirt. I'm good with this weather. So
Yeah, it's easier to layer on than
yeah, yeah,
take
absolutely.
off.
It's not
Everything.
like I turned the heat up to like 72 degrees, which is normal. Okay.
I don't get much sleep when it's 190 degrees. I'm one of those sleep sweaters, I guess, and so I sleep way better in the wintertime.
Yes,
Yeah.
see me too. And I open up my window, my bedroom window's right beside me, and I gotta make sure, like, if I can see my breath in the air, perfect sleeping weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost want to be able to see my breath in
Well,
the air.
I did that. I had my window open about 2 inches on my side of the bed,
Yeah.
And my husband got really mad one day and put plastic up and then put duct tape on and no, slit the plastic,
No.
put duct tape on it, the whole 9 yards, because the snow was coming in the window, rolling around and landing on him.
That's awesome. Oh,
I
that's
didn't get one drop of snow, but he did.
oh, that's awesome. Oh,
I'll tell
yeah.
y'all some tricks when it's that hot. When you're going to bed, get a towel, wet it, bring it out, put it underneath you,
Yeah,
nothing over you, and you can even use a wet towel over you too, and you sleep a lot better.
oh, I didn't even think of that.
Hmm.
Don't
If you
even
don't
need that
have air
spray
conditioning.
bottle. That spray bottle. I've never had to spray myself down in bed before. Wow.
Yeah,
Do you guys get snow?
frog togs, chili pads, they work pretty good down here. I use it a lot in the summertime.
Oh yeah.
And what is that?
It's
A frog togs, chili pad.
Chili pad.
It's like a chamois or something, but you wet it and it gets like cold,
Oh.
Oh, okay.
and you put it around your neck and it cools you off and stuff.
Hmm.
Yes.
I never even heard of that.
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, we have to use stuff like that down here.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a mister. You were talking about the spray bottle. I used to carry those around, and then I found it's probably about a liter size, and it has a pressure pump on it, and you pump it, and then you flip the switch, and it just puts out a fine mist and
So
put it wherever you need to.
like a little portable air conditioner?
No, it puts out a mist. It's like just a
Oh.
constant spray of mist water,
Okay,
just
yeah.
spraying on you.
Nice.
Hello, Victor.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm yelling again.
Katie, you guys get snow?
That's all good.
Katie, do you guys get snow there?
Do I have what? Sorry?
Do you get
Snow.
snow there?
No, not snow here. Usually where I am at
Yeah.
right here, we don't tend to get a lot of snow. When all the rest of Canada is getting snow, we're actually getting a lot of rain. So we're very comparable to like Seattle.
I'm gonna enlarge you. Put that back up there.
So
Yes,
Here
ma'am.
too.
yeah, we're very Hey, oh, a chili pad, cooling towel. Okay. I have never seen that before.
They
No,
automatically,
me
whatever your temperature is, it'll automatically go down like 30 degrees. So
What? Wow,
Like a
that's
smoke cooler.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
it helps.
Yeah,
I don't know, Heather.
degrees.
Sometimes it's dry, like you feel like you're in an oven, but other times the humidity is what's the worst.
Yeah, the humidity.
People say.
Yep.
I like the
Humidity is
humidity
what,
because it's
yeah, the
moisture.
humidity. I mean, I can take down a degree weather, it don't bother me, but when you can't breathe, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is that. So yeah, no, I know that like I was saying, I get a lot of rain here, and a lot of people in Canada, like it gets very, very dismal. This side of Canada, very, very dreary. So there's a lot of depression. There's a lot of well, everywhere, but there's a lot.
Yes.
We lack a lot of sunshine and stuff.
Same in
Yeah.
Alaska. I used to live in Alaska, and it's the same way there.
Yeah. So it'd
I
be a
went,
lot.
I went to Victoria when I was 5. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And we went to my grandparents' house and yada yada yada. And you got to remember, I was 5. Okay.
5. Yeah.
My grandmother had to take me to see those big, huge trees.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know what? When you're 5 every tree looks big.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then these trees.
So she wasn't real impressed when I said, "Oh, it's a tree." They're
Really,
all big
Grandma?
to a 5-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I didn't
no,
really see any difference in those big trees than the trees I seen in the back alley because they were all tall to me.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, she was so mad. Oh my God.
Because she was so excited for you to see it, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and all I was like,
it's
"Oh,
so
it's a
big.
tree."
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice tree. Thank you so much. And she's like, seriously, that's all you got?
Yeah,
That's it?
that was kind of what it was like, and she was so mad at me. Oh my God, she was mad at me for
Oh,
days.
oh, because she was probably looking forward to it the most.
Well,
She's,
I mean, if I'd have been taller or a older person, it may have meant something to me then. But when
yeah,
you're 5 years old, every tree looks big.
yeah, it
Yes.
does.
Yes.
It does. It does. And you
I go down to the creek where we used to swim when we were kids. We were old country dirt kids, and so we always swam in the creek, and we didn't have swimming pools and stuff.
yeah,
And man, I went down there the other day, just walking with the dogs and stuff. I'm like, dude, that
Same.
water ain't even deep enough to get a flea wet. And we were just down there playing in it and having a good old time.
Hmm.
oh, yeah, for
Crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
In Manitoba, because, well, Manitoba is just all farmland, right? So just above
Right.
Minnesota, right? So we didn't have beaches in lake, not really. Like we had the Red River, which is near Winnipeg, but I remember that we had a man-made beach, and we were all excited to go, man. Like it was, I think there were even like fish in there. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about. My little town was a lot like that, actually.
Yeah.
Little farm.
We even had a rock that we called the Snake Rock because cottonmouths were so bad down there in the creek. Nobody ever wanted to be the first person to go in because of the snakes. So we had this huge boulder we rolled up from somewhere, and we'd throw that big rock in at like to make a big splash and scare everything off. And then we'd go in swimming, and before we left, we got that big rock back out and set it out for next time.
How smart is that? That's really
Hello,
smart.
Joseph.
Yeah, in our little town, winter time was probably the most fun time because we had like the outdoor rinks, the ice skate rinks. Probably we had one on every maybe 2 or 3 streets in our little town, and so they were always outdoors. And then there was a little hut attached to it, and that was our fun. You know what I mean? You had your ice skates wrapped around your neck and you were outside. You had snot hanging down your face, turned to ice crystals, and like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? And seriously, you could hear your dad whistle for you. You know what I mean? Like, like it was time to come home. Like, but those were the good old days, you know?
Amen to that.
Took all the rinks away.
Absolutely, man. We got dirty, we got snotty, we were hungry. It didn't matter what was on that table, and we were tired by the time it was like dark. We were tired. There's Bonnie.
I'm gonna tell you what, if the street lights started coming on, then we knew we were in trouble. It was time to go home.
Oh yeah, and don't think for a second the neighbors weren't looking after you too.
Oh yeah,
Don't misbehave. Don't misbehave.
I got
Yeah.
spanked by
Yep.
neighbors and family
Oh,
members and everybody.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, me too. I even got called. I think the cops were called on me once. I know. Well, I had a bad.
I've been there. I've been there too.
Oh yeah, well I was just a little girl, but I was believe it or not, I wasn't shy. And so I was going to my neighbors and helping myself to their cereal in the kitchen and the milk in the fridge and just kind of pouring my bowl like, but they weren't
Oh my
home.
goodness.
So that was a problem. And
Oh mercy.
I had constantly told my mom, like I think if my memory serves me right, like we got to stop this kid. Like, she can't just come in here and, I was a good kid. I wasn't bad. It was just I had to learn
Yeah.
my rules. Like, don't do that. So I think I'm not sure how it ended up, but I know that one day the cops did come, and I think they were there just to kind of like teach me a lesson.
Yep.
I was scared
Oh
shitless.
yeah. They put
I'll
the fear.
never
They put the fear in you. That's what cops are good for.
do it again. So yeah. Oh, but good memories though. You know what I mean?
I got thrown in the drunk tank on my senior trip in high school.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh,
yeah. I was horrible back in them days.
Oh man.
Oh, I won't even talk about high school.
Oh, now you have to. Now you just have to. Come on.
I was hardly ever there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we skipped a lot and went fishing.
Governor issues executive order barring agencies from issuing or enforcing Biden jab mandate.
Awesome.
Say that again. What's up?
South Carolina governor issues executive order barring agencies from issuing or enforcing Biden job mandate.
Right on. Right
Yeah.
on.
Praise the Lord.
If we could just get Canada to follow suit here.
Well, if
You
we
know
could get the other states, all of them. I think Texas already did.
I think Texas did. How about
I
Florida?
think Oklahoma did, Texas did, and there's a bunch of states that have been fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until they arrest him or take the double away,
Yeah.
we're screwed.
Impeach
Oh
is
yeah.
the word you're looking for.
We don't have that
Impeach
here.
the man.
We don't have
I don't
that here.
understand why people don't understand a mandate is not a law.
Nope.
It's
It's an
not.
edict.
It's a command. Like
Edict.
sorry. When
It
did
is
we
a
become dictators?
recommendation. It is not a command.
My husband just said Article 25.
There you go.
Yeah. He's over there on the couch, so he's listening to all this, and he agrees. He agrees. One day you'll meet him too.
Hi,
Awesome.
hubby in Canada.
Hello. Hello.
His name is Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Sandy.
Alabama, Sandy.
Or
That's what I love.
his thing is, when people ask, his name, he's like, yeah, my name is Sandy. It's kind of like Sue, but I don't hate my dad. Sue, but I don't hate
I
my
know
dad.
a guy's named Tracy, so it's about like the same thing.
Dana. Yeah. I have a cousin named Dana, but she's a girl, but I've heard one named Dana.
Yeah.
I have an
Oh,
auntie,
well.
Andy.
Yeah, you'll meet him. One day he's just hanging out on the couch, so he just got done work not too long ago, and he's
What
probably
does
My
he do?
Hi.
pharmacist's first name is Marion.
Oh, just look at it.
Hey guys,
Hello.
There's Bonnie and
Do I get to enlarge you?
Farmer's son prepping, and then there's Robert Stegall with the long hair.
nice.
Oh, this is so nice.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Well, I kind of lost my hair. I used to have long hair at one point in time, but you know how it works.
Yeah.
Wait,
Let her.
Yeah.
Let her carry-
one day you'll be on one of my lives, and I get the dreads out for him, and then we just put a baseball cap on his head so his dreads kind of hang out. Oh, just wait
Yeah.
Yes.
time.
My half brother.
That's awesome.
Well, nice meeting you guys. I'm gonna go back to being a couch potato.
All
Nice
right.
meeting you too.
There we go.
Aw,
See, that's what I love about this. We can meet people all over the world right here through
just like this.
YouTube.
And I was saying the other day how nice it is, even with the sea. That actually, I think as society and as humans and humanity, this has actually got us onto another level of getting out there a little bit more and being brave, and like, stepping out of our comfort zone, because it can be very scary to hit the play button or like
Yes.
jumping on camera. It's a scary thing, but then once you do it, you know what I mean? So
I
now,
want
like
to tell you,
today, I'm
my
doing
channel's been up for almost a year. My channel's been up for almost a year, and the people I have met, no matter what color, man, there's awesome people. The only place I see racism is in the media.
Yep.
you got that right. And that's exactly what's going on with that whole case right now. Oh, that's bright. That's too
Yes.
bright for me. Too bright for me
And
right now.
that was kind of my point too. If
Yes.
everybody was blind, you wouldn't even know the color. You wouldn't know any of that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing with that whole. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here, so I'll be very careful. But everything that went on the media today, I'll just say that has nothing to do with that kid or the other kids. This all comes down to why were they in the streets in the first place? You know what I mean?
Well,
one was there to help, and others were there to harm.
yes.
Right.
And the ones that were there to harm didn't get charged at all.
But initially, why were they all there in the first place?
Destroying property.
Well, because of what was going on in the big house. They were all
Yes.
up there. It was all rioting, right?
Yeah.
Rioting and looting.
Yep, and that's what all drew them there. So
The boy was asked by a store owner to go help protect his store. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
The boy that he shot in the arm, he said that he had been there for 75 days. Did y'all hear him say that on stand?
No, I didn't. Miss that. Wow.
I think I heard him say 75 days. It was a long time.
Oh
and
my God.
So he had been out there, and I don't know if he was one of the medics or if he was one of the troublemakers, but to me, the boy that's on trial, that was total self-defense.
I
Yep.
think so too. I have to agree with you. I've had a lot of time to sit and listen to all the sides, and I truly think that kid was out there to like he says, he was literally out there to try to help people.
Yes.
And everybody
He stopped. He gave medical attention to a couple of people. He gave medical attention. He was there to protect that person's property that asked him to be there.
Yep.
He just had a big, ugly-looking black rifle with him, so they had to go chase him down.
Yep.
And of course, the AR is the worst one in the world.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I don't understand that. And that's what
body armor away. He gave his body armor to somebody else.
Yep.
Somebody in chat I saw say you do not use an AR for hunting. Yes, you do.
You use an AR for whatever means, whatever's necessary.
Yes,
well, and you use it. You got a weapon to protect yourself, your life. And if someone's going to come at me swinging a skateboard at my head, or you're going to come at me with your, you're going to kick my face, chances are you're not out to do me any good. You're ready to put me to the ground. So someone's got to get back up again. And it's going to be me. At that point, we're going to fight or flight, or whatever that word is.
Yeah.
But
yes, you're right.
Our brain is built to protect ourselves and our families. So I don't know. Like somebody had said, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to give this person a chance to see if they're gonna put me flat out first? Give me a couple shots to the face, and I go, okay, you know what? I think now it might be all right to shoot you in the leg. I think you hurt me enough. I'm gonna maim you. You know what I mean? Like, what are you're gonna
Right.
wait?
Well, you're not. I own a lot of guns, okay, or firearms. Excuse me. I own a lot of firearms, and nobody's intent is to kill anybody. We are trying to stop the threat, whatever that threat might be.
Right.
Yeah.
And granted, it's a whole different planet down here where I live. Okay, somebody
Oh,
comes to my house at 9 o'clock, I answer the door with a Glock. Okay, so that's down here.
right. Yeah. I mean, like, it'd be interesting to see what my husband would say. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you, like, if someone's going to break into our house in the middle of the night, my husband just said it. He said it's hunting season at that point.
Right.
Oh, yeah. You're going to break in. The first thing my husband's going to do is protect his wife.
And the state where I live in Alabama, we have what's called a stand your ground law. And if you're in your home, okay, there are laws to protect homeowners who are trying to protect their home and property and family. So I'm very blessed to live in a state where we have laws that support that.
Yeah.
Same
No
here.
kidding.
Trespassing is same.
Yeah.
And wait, Joseph, I saw that.
Wow. So they arrested George Bush.
Well, that's the second person I saw say that. I
I
haven't.
saw that once today too, but I didn't hear the part about a firefight with the Secret Service agents and private security contractors. I didn't hear that part till now.
Wow.
When did that happen?
He's a Texan. It makes
Seemingly
sense to me.
Saturday.
Victor, I like that. Victor says, I will use my slingshot. Come at me.
We got one of those in our house too.
Right? Yeah, come on, man.
Baseball
next
bat.
There's
Whatever
our
you
next
want.
one. Hi. The Second Amendment exists to protect the First. You betcha.
Yes, absolutely.
I put my screen down so I can actually read comments. I actually love to read comments. I do. I freaking love it.
Does anybody on here know why the Bill of Rights was created?
To
The
protect
Bill of Rights.
citizens.
The reason why the Bill of Rights was created because the U.S. Constitution by itself wasn't limiting enough of a document, so they had decided to limit it even more by putting these 10, adding to it.
Mhm.
Cool.
Wow.
Yes, North Carolina girl. I agree.
Anna says, I'm really good with a slingshot.
That doesn't surprise me, Anna. She's good with a frying pan too.
And hi, everybody in chat. If I haven't met you yet, just out there saying hey to everybody. I should have
Yeah,
not
y'all, I
been
can't see
rude
chat.
and at least said hi. while I
Hello,
was up
hello.
here.
Victor is a regular here every night. And Victor,
Nice.
this is Katie.
Hi.
And Joseph, that was given the news, he's here every night.
Hi, Joseph. And I see, so Anna Maria, Kimball, and NC girl. So that's North Carolina girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very
Anna
good.
Marie's here every night.
Very nice. Hi,
Our
Anna.
neck of the word says, Katie Uncorked, I shall call you Shining Shield Maiden and Husband Mystery Pick. Laugh out loud.
Oh, I love it. That's great, you guys. Aw. Thanks for making me feel welcome. This is, you know what, the very first actual chat that I have come on even this long just to kind of come and hang out. You guys are awesome here. Like really, truly amazing. Like it's nice. Good vibes. So
Thank
I'm just
you.
telling you, all the way over here from
I told
Canada.
you you'd like it. I told
do.
you.
You were right, lady. I love it.
And so did Heather.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is
This
where
is
we
so
gather around the campfire and just shoot the shit,
That's how
talk.
it should be. That's how it should be, you know? And then those are things I always like starting my channel. I'm like, okay, you know, I want to go live and then I'm like, should I have a topic? And sometimes I think I should just go for it and just say, no, we're just going to hang out. Just got to
Yeah,
hang
I
out.
do that on my channel as well. I do just pop in chit chats.
So Farmer's Son, I'm gonna go. I will subscribe to you when I'm done here too and stuff. And I'm gonna go and
Okay.
check everybody else out and yeah, I think that would be nice.
I'm just
That'd
as
be
country as
awesome.
cornbread.
Pappy Two Bears. Pappy Two Bears has a website or has a YouTube channel, and
Pappy
Yes.
too.
he's here every night. He's usually up on channel. I don't know
Okay.
why he's not
He's
up on
hiding.
channel tonight.
Victor
He
says
might
we
be
are
trying to come
weirdos.
up.
North Carolina girl says weirdos are now normal. Haven't you heard? Oh yes, yes, absolutely. Anna's up here. Oh, who's the puppy? Oh, it's just a little chihuahua guy or
That's
girl.
Sadie.
That's
She had surgery this week.
Oh, what
yes.
a
Look at
sweet
her.
Oh, what a
We've been
sweetie.
saying prayers for her, and
Oh,
Hey, Anna.
very nice.
Hi, Anna.
Guys are really.
Hi.
This is so nice. My heart feels like warm tonight. This is great.
I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you, Katie, when you get on one of these and there's like 10 people in the room, there's a lot of background noise and it can be a little discombobulating. So, but I'm having a blast tonight.
Oh, me too. Is it my sound?
No, you're
No,
fine.
I mean, usually it's everybody has some background noise.
Or we're
And
all
when you
talking
got
at the same time.
when you got 10 people up, you get background noise from 10 different microphones. It can add up a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Or you got 3 people talking at once. That happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just wanted to give you guys all an update on little Sage. Today was her first day off from pain meds.
Uh-huh.
So she was moving a little slower because it's kind of cool and damp. But other than that, she's doing awesome.
Awesome.
And her name is Sage.
she's eating good.
Yeah. We call her Worm. That's her nickname because when she gets on her hind legs and she's all excited and dances and wants a lot of attention, or we come through the door and she knows when we go shopping that we bring her home special little treats and stuff along with the other 3 other rescues we have.
Oh,
She
see,
gets
we
so
do that
excited
for
she
our little
dances and
guy.
she looks like one of the worm guys on Men in Black, all gangly and everything with those long skinny legs, you know.
Yeah.
Cute as can be though.
I've got a little guy too. You probably heard him earlier. So he's like a Papillon mixed with Pomeranian, and we call him Cash, like Johnny Cash.
Oh,
And
cool.
so we call him Cashy. And yeah, he's my
I've got a
hairiest.
German Shepherd and a Border Collie. Their names are Rocky and Ripper.
Oh, nice.
I have a black lab. His name is Walter.
Oh, I love that.
The one in my picture is
Strong
Rocky,
name
the
for
Border
a
Collie.
When
Aw.
my old poodle started getting so old and cranky, we called him Walter, like Walter on Jeff Dunham. But
That's
I'll
awesome.
I'm sorry,
jump
but that Walter guy looks just like Joe Biden, if you ask me.
I've been starting to call him. I've been
Let's go,
starting to
Brandon.
call him Mr. Spud Depends. I'll jump out. Love you, Bonnie. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Nice
All right.
seeing you. Edna.
You too.
Yes, for sure.
Why are you jumping out?
No need
I've
for
got
it to
a
jump
few
out.
things that I'm busy with, so I'm just gonna jump out for now.
Okay.
Well, here's a
Be
funny
careful
one.
on the landing.
So Joseph Greenwich just wrote, would post it myself if I had a wrench. Is that a hint?
Yeah, that's a hint.
Well, one of the things that I have not accomplished yet that is on my bucket list is I want to jump out of a perfectly good plane. Now I'm starting to think that I might be feeling that a little bit. Now that I'm getting older.
That's nice. Yeah.
Well, there was an 80-year-old guy that jumped out of a plane on his birthday.
Anna, take that
Yeah.
off your bucket list and put it on your shit list.
I think it's called bucket list.
Victor says if Panda gets loud, we have to put you in a 5-minute timeout. So please behave.
And he says, take another look, Bonnie.
Thanks, Victor.
Joseph,
him in
it's
timeout.
not there.
Maybe he has your old email address, or she can do a different one.
No, he has my email address. He sent me an email, but if it was way back that he's just adding to, I'm not seeing it. So if he does a new one, then maybe I can see it.
I pulled a card for you, Bonnie.
I'm sorry,
I pulled a card for you.
you pulled a
Ooh,
card
cool.
for me? Oh, yay.
Pulled a card, but it points to you. Jen.
Is it a firefly?
Hmm.
No. No.
No, this is
Are you going to read it?
Well, I'm probably going to have to go, you guys. Tomorrow I have to keep making dreadlocks and trying to. I have a group to run on Facebook too, and I'm like busy. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that this is. Yeah, I'm going to be back if that's okay with you, Miss Bonnie.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Oh,
Come
I've
back
had so
anytime.
much fun. This has been just amazing, and it's very nice to meet you, Robert.
Nice to meet you.
Farmer's son. If you guys have channels, after this, I'm gonna go over and I'll subscribe to you guys too. And Durr.
And Pappy
Nice to
Two
meet
Bears.
you. What's that?
Pappy Two Bears also.
Pappy.
Yeah.
So P-A-P-P?
Pappy, 2, the number 2, Bears.
Okay, I'll go do that one too. And then we'll all stay connected.
Yes.
All right.
If you
Okay,
look at my
I love this.
subscription,
So I won't be a
they're all in
stranger.
there.
It's gonna be great. All right, guys. You guys
Thank
have an
you
awesome
for coming
evening.
back.
All right.
Good night,
You
Katie.
too. We enjoyed
Bye,
it.
guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Anna still. Oh, Anna fell out, jumped out.
Yeah, she jumped out a while ago.
Yes, Joseph, that's right.
Hi, Lisa.
And I'll refresh and still don't see it.
What?
The email
Hi,
he's
Lisa.
trying to send me.
Oh,
Are you on
No,
live
he's-
chat, Bonnie, or top chat?
She's
no,
checking her
email.
email.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to email it to
Looking for it in the chat. My bad.
me.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a good one.
Hello,
Okay,
Lisa.
we're ready.
You ready?
Yep.
I pulled the ant card. Oh, tiny ant, your patience grows like the sands of time. Can I learn to be like you, or is it too sublime? Ant can carry a leaf over 100 miles just to get back to the anthill. Ants in Africa will strip a forest bare when food is scarce, if it takes them a year. Ant's medicine is the strategy of patience. Ant is a builder like beaver, is aggressive like badger, has stamina like elk, scrutiny like mouse, and giveaway like turkey. Every ant in an anthill is part of the ant group mind. as all ants work for the queen ant and the hive. Self-sacrifice is part of ant medicine. Greater than ants' other medicines, however, is patience. Ant people are active, community-minded folks who see the greater future needs of their town. Ant people are planners, like squirrel, and are content to see their dreams being built a little at a time. In today's society, that is a rare quality. In the desert, one type of ant will burrow a conical hole with its apex at the bottom. The ant will cover itself and patiently wait for some unsuspecting insect to fall in. As the sand crumbles, the prey eventually falls to the bottom, only to find ants' open jaws. Patience does have its rewards. Patience does have its rewards. Ant people have a knowing about the sweet victory at the end of the line. There's never a concern about going without. If they are late for an opening of a sale, if they if what they wanted is sold out, they are sure that something equal or better is available. If you have ant medicine, you eat slowly and deliberately and are content in knowing that what is yours will come to you. This knowing is good medicine. It shows a trust in the universe to provide. If ant meandered into your spread today, it is time to show a little trust and patience in some life situation. You may have forgotten that you will always receive that which you need at the time you need it most. If it is not on the horizon or just around the next anthill, you may need to use some strategy. How can you put to use your power of creation until it arrives, whatever it means to you at this time? Ant is working for the good of the whole. Are you? If you are, be assured that the whole wants the same goodness for you and that it will be provided. Now, if you don't want to live by ant medicine, watch out. Here comes the sting. If you are in a hurry, you may fall prey to those who are not working for the good of the whole of humanity. Those individuals who make greed a way of life prey on the fear and urgency of those who have forgotten natural and tribal law. It's easy money. If this warning applies to you, become aware of users and con artists. In the contrary position, Ant also teaches you to trust natural law. If you do, harmony always follows. Your silly impatience will bring Coyote to aid you in sabotaging your plans for the future. If you allow your panic to outweigh your rational sensibilities, the key here is to honor the will of the Great Spirit so that mountains are not made out of ant hills.
I'm lost.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Did
I
you
mean,
read
that
that
is
the other day,
dead.
Robert?
What?
Did you read that in the last week?
No.
Not that I know
First,
of.
Oh, I had a
first that
deja vu moment while you were reading that
Mhm.
card.
a few days ago, Bonnie got elk card. Remember?
Yeah. There was the
It was in
elk,
that.
there was the
Links was for Pappy.
lynx, the elk. But no, while you were reading that, I had like it was your voice, but I knew what you were going to say before you said it. It was really weird.
Huh.
Deja vu.
Yes.
So like a story or something?
Yeah, it's a medicine card.
Medicine card. I don't know what that is.
I'm heavily studying Native American
Native
culture,
Native American. Yeah.
Oh,
spirituality.
okay. All right. I can dig that.
But they are
I got some Cherokee in my family
Hmm.
and some Creek.
and they are spiritual, and that him and Pappy have this knack for pulling it, pulling one and knowing exactly who it's for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
That,
it's
that one night I pulled it for myself and I started crying.
yeah, I'm holding it back.
Victor wants to know
Look,
how okay, I've got a question. How do we know what card we are? Asking for a friend.
I can pull
Oh,
with
really?
you. Nope.
You want me to tell you how?
If it
And
applies
Lisa
to
asked
you, I
if you
guess.
read the hummingbird card this week.
Who?
Lisa.
Yes, I think he did.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. No, I almost read it
Or
today.
Pappy
The hummingbird and the crow. I might be mixing up
and the
two
bee.
shows, but
Crow was yesterday.
and that was for
Oh,
Heather.
that was for Heather's indecision. Yeah,
I think
thank
there
you.
was a bee too, wasn't there?
I think so.
Where did my deck go?
Mhm.
Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Now, do you remember the ant? I pulled that one time when Corinne was on the phone with this weird lady. Now she's known as the ant lady because she picked a card and then started the conversation. And as I was listening and reading at the same time, they coincided. She was building that sand trap with the hole in the bottom of it, like you see, you see ants do,
Yep.
Yep.
creating her own little trap for people to fall into. I was like, she's like, wow. It just happens, Victor. It's natural. Just put it out there, and the creator deal with it and hash it around. He'll throw it back at you. Put your faith in there. Faith moves mountains.
It's just like hearing a message from God
Yeah.
would be
Exactly.
the
It's the intent.
yes.
We've always put in pure, good, spiritual intent.
I think you did do the hummingbird too, Lisa. Could have been here, could have been on Heather's. I'm not sure where.
Right. And it could have been Pappy too.
Yeah, it could have been Pappy too.
It's beyond my pay grade to remember.
Yes.
But I know they've been. Well, what do we repeat? Dragonfly was for me. Who was Dragonfly for last night? For everyone, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Victor. I'm putting my thoughts in you, Victor. Living in the city. With a slingshot. What else do we know about Victor?
David and Goliath.
He's funny.
Victor's a funny guy. He's very loyal.
Yep.
Good friend. Let's see. Here we go. Lizard. See what happens here.
Hey y'all, before y'all get started, it's getting late. I need to go and get the doggies in and head on to bed, I reckon. Getting sleepy.
Well, it was good to have you. Thank
It
you
was
for
good to
coming.
meet you.
Being up here with y'all.
Nice meeting you.
Yep, nice meeting you as well.
See you later.
Come back again.
Y'all have a blessed night.
You too.
You too. Thank you.
Where were we? It's weird. Victor lives by the desert too.
Really?
Yeah. He lives down by. He lives in the mountains or something. By LA. I think the desert's on the other side of the mountains. Okay. Here's for Victor. Lizard, will you dream with me, travel across the stars, beyond the place of time and space. There live visions from afar. Lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up in and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as Lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's dreaming eyes opened and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why don't you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment, then agreed. Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed, how could I bother you, Lizard? All you are doing is sleeping. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I'm not sleeping, I'm dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained. Dreaming is going into the future, Snake. I go to where future lives. You see, that is where I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you, and I know you're full of mouse. Snake was taken back. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wondered why you said you would share your rock. Lizard laughed to himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade, and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where the dreams live. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality, where your dreams are revealed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by Snake if he had so desired. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or your very thing you are resisting, but it always follows you around like an obedient dog. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. It is your fears, your future trying to catch up to you, or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, you could try setting a music alarm for 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Or you could try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. That's for Victor.
Wow.
Victor needs to pay attention to his dreams. Make note. That's funny. Let's see. It's see how it is. Like I told you before. What I say the other night, when you're in a dream and you got to wake up to go to the bathroom, you kind of remember the dream because you're in it when you have to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Or if Corleen touches you. That's funny. Victor like that? Where does he?
Said, yes, interesting. Why is Pappy not up on the pin? We don't know.
We don't know. He should be. But maybe he's got stuff he's doing at home too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giving Bo some loving.
Interesting day. I was able to get everything put away under tarps and all this and all that, and it started raining. So I took a nap. I got a nap today.
Boy, B Dog was describing some pretty major stuff where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, really.
Oh, there he is. Boy, B Dog was
Hey,
describing
Pappy.
some.
Hi, Pappy.
Well, hello there. How you doing?
We're
Good.
good. How are
Good.
you?
You hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I was waiting for the spike, for the sparking and the swirling flames of the last campfire to die down a bit.
Ah.
I'm an ant.
And Victor's a lizard.
I was waiting for the wet blanket to be thrown on the fire.
I threw an invisible one. Do you see it?
Well, I seem to notice the timing.
Mhm.
Those are stories for another time.
Right.
A couple of interesting cards. So, what about lizard?
That was for
That's-
Victor.
Yeah.
Victor. Victor, Victor, have you been dreaming heavy lately?
Yeah, he just says he has lots of dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa's yelling at me.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. I think she came in while you were reading and I didn't say hello.
Oh. I love this story.
Hi, Lisa. Victor says, yes, sir.
And Lisa said, no, I'm not.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'm easy.
Don't say
I
that
can't
too loud.
imagine.
People might not like it. Or they might take it the wrong way.
Well, I can't be responsible how people, take
That
what
is
I
true.
say. I just have to be responsible what I let roll out of my lips.
I'm sorry, Lisa.
That's funny. I could just feel that Victor lived near a desert. I don't know that. You know what I mean? I don't know where he lives, right?
Right? That's why I was like, really?
So are you telling me Victor's one of those guys that goes out on the hot pavement and stands there and lifts one leg at a time and then puts it down, put the other leg up, and then puts it back down because it's too hot to stay in the same spot?
And then he forgets.
And that's why he runs real fast across the pavement.
That's what I was going to say. I used to just run. I wouldn't just stand there until you hit grass and then stand there.
Yeah, I remember I've been to a few of those beaches, where you say, "Oh, isn't that beautiful?" until you start walking to the water and you can't get there fast enough because your feet are burning off.
Yes.
I'll never be a fire walker.
I can't imagine anybody ever yelling at you, Pappy.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I deserve it. When the Heyoka in me shows up, of course. Well,
Wow.
after a while, a lot of you are developing the skills. Robert's coming along pretty quick. Bonnie, you've had them inside. And Dorinda, I know that you're observant too. I certainly know Heather is. You could know, you can be in the same room with somebody and you know that somebody is just swearing at you in their head.
Yes.
They'll never say
Every
it.
day at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just let it fly. I don't give a
Yeah.
rat's
Well, that's
ass.
what you have to do. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do. You know,
Can't say
that's the
it to my
whole.
face. It's off.
That's what you have to do. You know, drink that bottle of Teflon and let her slide off you. But you know, that's the thing that you know once you start developing these little techniques that you find out that you have, that's the hard part is not letting them trigger something inside of you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be non-judgmental in that. You know, the only judgment you can get when you receive those is to say to yourself, "Ooh, I wouldn't do that," or "I wouldn't say that," or maybe I think I'll avoid this situation here and go around it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
unless you intentionally plan to make mud pies, why walk in the mud? You know,
Well, sometimes, sometimes playing in the mud's fun.
yeah. Well, sometimes it's fun,
Yeah.
And
and
it's
it's
good for
fun.
you.
For some people.
A mud fight's good.
Yeah.
Well, what was interesting, I was just sitting here observing. Lots of times I had the sound muted as I was listening. Well, what I was doing is I was perceiving energy swirling on the panel. Okay, and then watching the energy swirls over in the chat and things of this nature. So I was just observing energy because we had new energies come into the circle tonight.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And they're not aligned with the energies that we are. Okay, so I was curious to see how the interaction of the energies would occur, and what effects they had, and that sort of stuff to kind of see which way they go, and what energies are attracted, that attract each other's, and what other ones took a more uh, observational posting, if you will. Interesting.
I noticed that.
I know you did.
But Katie was fun to have online tonight.
Huh? Yeah.
Katie was
What's
fun to have up.
It's a different type of energy.
Yep.
She's
Yeah.
she's a bright light. she's, yeah.
What's Heather talking about?
Yes,
What's
Lisa,
she up to?
Sage is doing well.
Victor, he dreams about his brothers a lot. They passed years ago, within 6 months apart.
In effect, yeah.
And he does live near the desert, so you were right on that, Robert.
Yep. By the Tool Reservation.
Thank you, Great Spirit.
What was the teaching from the card, Robert?
You're supposed to remember his dreams.
That's part of what dreaming does.
Yeah, be aware of what be aware of what you see. Write it down and watch the symbols. Victor, that means like I had a dream when Corlin touched me. I was just about gone, and Corlin touched me. And when I seen all kinds of visions, and then the last vision I saw was a flower of life. As I woke directly up, it was it. I'll never forget that.
Awesome.
I don't know why. I don't know why I seen that, but that's what Creator showed me. In the purple light, it was intense.
Well, purple is the healing color, the color of the amethyst stone, the healer stone.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a healing color.
Then I wanted to. I've been studying this for a while, so I said, what was different? I think I told Bonnie this before. The crystals the housekeeper we had turned the crystals upside down under the bed. She must have hit them with the broom or something. Turned the crystals upside down. That's the only difference that I could find in my area, my safe space. That was really a trip.
Are the crystals? Do they have points on them?
Yep, and they were upside down.
Yeah.
I have two clusters.
Mm-hmm.
Fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. The points are just like laser pointers. They focus the energy and they bring it up through the crystal point. You can direct that energy, or that energy is directed out from there. Okay. And so, if the energy is topsy-turvy, you got to remember that the receiving end of the crystal has also been changed. So when it's switched around, the receiving end is receiving from a different frequency now, or a different direction, or a different purpose, or a different intent. And the crystal focuses that energy, concentrates it many times, and then sends it out. So that can disrupt energies that used to be there, because it's quite a change.
It was. I swear, Pappy, but it was like 3 stages. When Corlin touched me on the side, I was in a really vibrant violet colored room, right? And I came out. The second stage was, it looked like the violet purple was less. It was creamy, and then it was like I opened my eyes and it was like I was looking through the crystal. No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Then the flower of life appeared. It was a trip.
And it was bright, correct?
When I was looking, it looked like I was inside the crystal. It looked like it was creamy, like a misty violet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you got to
when you came out, it was
Corlin,
much brighter.
Yep. No. You got to mind, when she touched me, I knew what she was. She reads. And when she touched me, I said, "I'm going to tell you everything I'm seeing." I was in this purple room. I could see windows or doors, and I just kept telling her everything that I was experiencing. And then when I seen the flower of life and I woke up, I said, "What do you think?" And she's like, "Holy F!" She doesn't swear. That blew her mind. Mine too, because I was able to tell her exactly what I was seeing.
Yeah.
It was I was half asleep still. It was a trip.
Well, Victor's, I think he's talking to you, Robert and Pappy. He says, when I come to a meditated state, I see purple burgundy close and then changes to a light blue, sort of a blue flame.
Yep. The purple is the healing state. Okay. Yeah. As the color progresses to lighter, okay, it goes into the blue of the throat, the expression part of our spirit. And as it ascends further, it'll go eventually into that golden and then the white light of the higher spirit. That's the ascension, or the lifting of that which has been healed to be transmuted. I call it going to the purple doctor's office.
Yep. Crown chakra, purple.
Yeah, the healer's color.
Yeah. Shit, Victor, there's a thing on YouTube about, it's a child's lesson on opening your chakra, and it shows you and explains everything in there. It's a really short video, but it explains everything. I love that little video. The more more your chakras are open, the more messages you'll receive. You have to be clear to receive. You get your antenna clear so you can receive messages. Which po- which 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 90% of the people don't understand.
So let's talk about expansion. You just said it in another way, Robert. You just explained it in another way from your
Go ahead.
experiences. And that's the card that I pulled from the Sacred Path cards.
Yeah.
I pulled the card of the storyteller. The storyteller's keyword is expansion. And you'll find some synchronicity as I read through some of this. The storytellers of Native Americans are the guardians of our history and our sacred traditions. They ensure the future expansion our children will bring to the earth by keeping our ancient knowledge alive. And the storytellers traveled among the bands and tribes of various nations, carrying news of events that affected the whole. The Plains Indians sometimes called their storytellers twisted hairs. These storytellers wore a small, knotted, and twisted bun that fell in the center of their forehead and marked them as historians and teachers of the tribe. A male twisted hair was not expected to go into battle, but rather to observe and recall the fight blow by blow. A female twisted hair was a historian of women's lore and medicine stories that assisted young women in maintaining pride in their tribal roles. The storytellers of all tribes and nations are the bridge to other times and ancient teachings. The children of future generations learn from the storytellers and apply lessons of the medicine stories to their own lives. Although the grandparents or parents would tell medicine stories to their children as they tucked them under the buffalo robes each night, it was not the same as when a storyteller of the nation arrived for a visit. The red people's way of thinking is very different from that of other races. We do not tell others what the true message is in our medicine stories, but rather allow people to use their individual gifts of intuition and observation to discern what the true meaning is for them. In this way, the teaching of the red race insists that everyone be allowed to learn at their own speed, in their own way, and to apply or not apply the teachings to their lives. The storytellers were trained to allow freedom of thought among those who sought their wisdom. In this manner, children were taught that they had a perfectly good intellect and were equal members of the tribe. Every child who came to the storyteller was placed on an eye-to-eye level with the twisted hair as an equal. If children were acting silly or being disruptive, they were simply ignored as if they did not exist. This lack of acknowledgement and attention put a stop to the bad behavior. The storyteller could act as if that child was unheard and invisible for days. This was a much stronger form of discipline than spanking a child because the child lost face with the other children as well. Memory is a special part of our Native American tradition, since our histories are passed down orally. The remembering is an act. Every herb, every plant, or flower used in healing must be remembered for future generations. Every dance, every ceremony, every ritual, every initiation and teaching must be committed to memory. All tribal laws and prophecies must remain intact for the future generations. All the coups and losses must be remembered for the future strategies. It is obvious that one person could not remember all these things or be an expert on every subject. That is why the various clans had historians who held the oral history of an area of expertise in their memory. These fragments of tribal teachings were passed down to the next generations, and each person held one fragment that was a part of the whole way of life. Do you see a correlation with what we're going through as a group?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without directly criticizing the actions of another, the storyteller could recall a medicine story that could point out a, a trail of folly or fear. The listeners would then be able to discern for themselves. All native wise ones teach through stories rather than by pointing the finger at others. In our teachings, we are always reminded that when we point our finger at someone, there are three fingers pointing back at us. On the other hand, the storyteller can gently remind us all of our wrong thinking and allow us to correct the erroneous behavior without shaming us in front of others. This teaching art is one way of allowing each person to decide what the story means for them. I very much do my teachings in that manner, as you've noticed. A lot of my teachings, a lot of the information that I convey, and a lot of the information I absorb is done exactly that way. All right, because I find that interchange is much more open than the open and closed gates that you'll find in the corrals that people want to put you in to control your thinking. Okay, so the storyteller, we're all storytellers. And the guest that we had up on panel tonight must have sparked something for that card to show up because we were talking about the twisted hairs. Everybody is a storyteller according to what they've observed in their earth walk. Okay. The important thing is, what do we carry forward for the future generations that's important? Okay. And we look at the society today and what some of the subject matter was that was covered in the discussion tonight. You know, those are going to be important lessons to be carried through to the future. So I guess probably what I'm putting out there to each of you is that, you know, we're all in the process of learning, and we should be eager to learn. Okay, to be excited to learn, but we also need to be very observant, and we need to be mindful of putting things into our gathering basket so that later on they can be taken out and related to a situation that might occur in the future. Therefore, each of you becomes a librarian, if you will. And the librarian pulls the book out at a later time and becomes the storyteller. And the stories that we want to carry forward are the stories of the truth, or the stories of how the untruths buried the truth. But sometimes telling about the untruth, the dark sides, uncovers the real truth. So each of you are becoming a storyteller. Each of you have been talked to by storytellers. The future generations may not have the books. They may not even have digital records. We don't know. You know, if it comes to the point that technology breaks down, we're all the storytellers. Just like the go between, again, the go between, you know, the experiences we've had, the experiences we're going through, and the experiences we need to try to overcome in the future. Many, many times you'll find that you are, in fact, the go between. There's your power. There's your medicine. It's all around us. It's in Victor's dreams. It's in Robert's dreams. It's in the visions. It's in the observance of a raindrop on a leaf. It's in the fragrance of a late bloom, the last of the year.
And everybody accepts it differently.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because everybody experiences it differently. Some people
Right.
experience it uniquely. No one else experiences it. And without the experience being recorded, it's lost to everybody, even the person sometimes that experienced it. They don't record it.
Yep.
So let's
That's
take a look
awesome.
and see how we can apply that. How do you think you can
Okay.
apply the storyteller? The
Hmm.
storyteller card speaks of expansion on all levels. You are now growing and encompassing many new ideas if you have received this card. See which areas of expansion needs your attention and feed your personal fire of creation. Create more and enjoy the expansion, knowing that you earned it. Note that the expansion will continue if you are willing to share how you achieved your success with others. Remember, if you give away, you make room to accumulate more. Many lives are influenced by another's story. In the good fortune of your present situation, you may be instrumental in encouraging others. In all cases, expansion occurs when people are allowed to grow at their own rate and with their own understanding. The wisdom of the storyteller is part of the art of remembering who you are. Note that you are now remembering your personal medicine and how to be your potential. There's a difference between wishing for your potential and being your potential. The difference is action. Action guided by intent and faith. But you're never alone in your journey. You've always got helpers. And if you don't know who the helpers are, you call on the storytellers. You call on the spirit storytellers. They'll tell you. They'll tell you in a way so that you'll remember. They'll tell you in a way so that you recognize your own understanding without having your name called.
Right.
You two are mind readers. That's all there is to it.
No, we just love people. It's
Yeah, but
love.
Robert, that's today. You don't know the timing of it. It was exactly what I needed at that moment.
Oh, when I
Just
texted you,
little words. Yep.
I was thinking about you.
Thank
See,
you.
thought and intent. It's
Yep.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond everything.
It's all connected, isn't it?
Yeah, it's universal law.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, the way it should be.
Yep.
You know,
You
the,
should,
the cycle of things.
yeah,
You
Bonnie,
know,
you should have 50 of them today. As far as I'm concerned,
we can go
Do well.
down, we can take all of our little tools, we can go down to the edge of the ocean and build the most elaborate castles in our mind. Okay, but you need to understand that at some point in time the tide comes in. And the tide rushes in and washes my castles away.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the way of things. You build the castles in your mind, okay, but they're not permanent. You build, you take all of the building blocks of the castles of the future that you don't know the grandeur of, and you take those tools and you guide them with intent, you guide them with emotion, you guide them with a true need rather than a want, and let it loose into the spirit contractor's realm and let them build for you what you never thought you were worth receiving. You might have to end up having that one room cabin on the mountainside, which is your joy forever in life, or you might end up with the grandest castle of all that has multiple rooms for extended family and loved ones that you never knew existed. You don't know.
Yep.
So don't build your castles of sand next to the seashore knowing that they're going to be washed away. Build them where they can't be washed away.
Yep.
Your memory, for one.
Well, in your memory,
What?
but also in your potential.
Right.
Yes.
Your
And
memory is your accomplishments or your failures. Your potential is unlimited.
Right. I love that.
well, that's what I needed to hear today because uh, some
Go, sister.
you can let you can let some bad people in that walk all over you, and uh, you can believe what the mean things that they say to you, and you carry that, and that's kind of the title tonight is cutting the vines that have been holding me back.
Yep.
Good.
Late at night while you sleep in poison ivy comes a creeping around. And the key word
and
there is sleeping in darkness.
Yep.
yeah, and what you said about the ignoring the children for days was the worst punishment. My grandmother did that to me once. She wouldn't speak to me for 2 weeks, and it was horrible. And I was doing everything I could to get her to talk to me.
A silent lesson.
Do what?
It's called a silent lesson.
Yes, and it was, even though I apologized over and over and over, it wasn't until I truly, truly meant it and she knew it was coming from my heart that she started speaking to me.
Yep.
Yep.
That's discernment, you know. That's
Yes.
discernment on her part, but it was also discernment on your heart's part. When it got to that point, you know, sometimes the best truth comes out when we absolutely humble ourselves for what we are.
Yes.
You know, we have many, many layers that we put around us to protect us. Okay. When we get absolutely humbled and realize that we're now naked with the truth showing, you know, that's when true forgiveness can take place because you've forgiven yourself at that point. And that is noticeable to others because you've allowed yourself to suffer the shaman's death and be reborn. You boil away that rough husk of that fruit so that you can get to the choicest morsels inside. You know, you got to break the shell of the coconut to get to the meat.
Yep.
She, she answered her own question too, Pappy.
Yeah, she did.
That, that's how you see people when you are blind. You questioned that when we first started.
Well, you know, that's also the way that you teach through tough love. A teacher that knows that about another person will go through the tough love until the other person gets it. They are a twisted hair. They're a storyteller. They'll tell the story about something similar that happened to somebody such and such without mentioning the name that they're thinking in their mind. In the meantime, the little worm is squirming on the hook, so to speak.
Yeah, that you're right, Bonnie. He reads minds.
You know, we sometimes have to teach by uh, letting go of the bicycle handle and our hand on their shoulder or our hand on their backside to stabilize it. We got to let them go. They got to try it on their own. You
Yeah.
know, it's those little victories that they get that give them the confidence to grow. And then we can sit back and just giggle and laugh and worry about when they start jumping the jumps over the trash can and everything else with it. But it just gives us more stories to tell storytellers, you know.
Yep. My mother knew half the things I did. Uh,
Now, North Carolina girl made a very excellent, astute comment in chat.
I see that.
You know, we've always heard it said before, you know, if there's a teacher that's needed, a teacher will show up. Da, 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 okay? And she's right. We attract who we don't want because they are meant to learn from us or us from them. Sometimes
Right.
you're the pinball, sometimes you're the bumper, sometimes you're the flap, sometimes you're the hole that the pinball goes down. We're all connected and we're all needed because we're interdependent. Why are we interdependent? Because within us is a piece of the creator that made us. And that's common in all of us. So we cannot be separated except in perception only or by intent.
I love that. That's amazing.
Lisa, we love you. Thank you for being here.
Lisa, I'm hoping that we didn't make your evening any more rougher because I know going over rough roads is tiring after a while. You want to put any bumps in your road before you go to bed.
No.
I'm going to be conking out rather earlier tonight than I usually do. I mean, not necessarily from the live stream here, but I'll try to get to bed a little bit earlier. I got to be done the doctor's office at 9 in the morning. That's usually about the time I get up in the morning.
Yes. And I was planning on closing it down at about 11 anyway. Well,
Yeah,
11 for me.
yeah. I certainly don't have to do that because I just said that. You know, 'cause I'm going to be up for a little while anyways.
No,
I put my little 432 hertz shaman music on and play some solitaire and, you know, stabilize the energy from the day before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Joseph, why
think
can
a
we call you
2.5
Clipper?
hour. I think a 2.5 hour show is long enough.
We gotta all pray for Pappy tomorrow's result and
Yes.
I don't know as much going to happen tomorrow. This is my first consult with him,
well,
so
we want to do the best.
you know,
Like Heather,
I'm interested to see what comes from that second opinion of the pathology report.
yeah,
We'll see.
thinking about you and
Just
sending you love. So
No, I know you guys
wait.
are. I know you are. Hey,
very
all things happen in life, you know, and things go in cycles. You know, things come along. They come as challenges, and you know, we take care of them. We go forward from there. Like I said, maybe next summer when it gets those nice, warm, balmy nights out there, after I get all done with the treatments that they're talking about possibly me going through, I'll have you read the Firefly card because I'll be out there, my hind end will be glowing at night.
Yep.
I won't have to turn the nightlight on when I get up to go to the bathroom anymore. I'm going to tell that. I'm going to tell that to the oncologist tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's a radiation oncologist, so I'm going to
Wow.
tell her that. I'm going to ask her if that. If I can look forward because I'm part Native American. Being able to run around like a firefly. Next summer.
There you go.
You got high spirits. Everything will be fine.
Yes. And lots of love.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm praying for you, sir. We have many, many moons to spend together.
What do you think? Think I ought to go see about getting a nose reduction?
No.
No.
We need to get a hold of Katie and order some dreads for us.
An ear hair braiding session? I know what I can do. Eyebrow comb over.
That's something. New energy in there.
Well, that's right. Maybe they can tune that frequency just right, and who knows?
Right.
Thank you, Victor, for coming. You have a good night.
Good night, brother.
Night, Victor.
Sweet dreams, bro.
Good job, North Carolina girl. That is something that a lot of us have had to kind of learn the past 2 years.
You'd be surprised at how stunning the inner beauty is compared to what was being covered up all those years.
Yes.
That's what the painted face. The painted face. We'll talk about that at some point in time. The painted face is being able to put on a face and be something else or express something else. It's not necessarily an expression of you inside.
Right.
I asked Corinne to stop so much. She stopped working. Or stop going to the office.
Yeah.
You don't like it? I said, I love you just the way you are.
Yeah.
You don't need that paint.
Yep, that's right. I mean, there's an upside. For example, I wear, I have false teeth. But with this current situation, I'm the kind of glass half full guy all the time. The wonderful thing about having to wear a mask when I go down there tomorrow, I don't have to put my teeth in. How are they going to know?
That's what I do. I don't wear a mask.
I like it.
Plus, you don't talk to no one anyway. Most people have them diapers on their face.
Yeah. It's just like a muzzle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you can feel that they don't want to say nothing to you.
Well, I find it difficult because I got a partial hearing loss, so if I can't see the people talking, I'll lose something in translation anyways. That's, I also have selective hearing, so it depends on who I'm talking with. All those techniques you get to learn as you get older in life, huh? Selective hearing, plausible deniability,
It's amazing what you hear whenever you pretend you can't hear.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's amazing now that I've grown up that I know the actual lyrics to some of the songs that I sang wrong for years.
I know.
I hope you feel better, Bonnie.
I do. Y'all have helped me so much tonight. I was. It was just an emotional day.
Well, whenever you need help, we'll build you up, Buttercup.
Yeah, you can call anytime, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Corbin thinks you're adorable.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't bad on the eyes either.
she knows. She knows each one of you.
she what?
She knows everybody. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you some people. You met some people. When was it? Gigi's or something? I don't remember. But she listens all the time, off and on.
yeah.
She loves Dorinda too. The lunch,
She
the lunchroom.
she picks up more than she's letting you know, Robert.
I know she's very
She's
wise.
I'm going to tell you something that you probably already know, but I'm going to put it out here on the public forum. She's an intuitive empath.
Yep. She keeps me. She's my balance. Well, you know that. She's my balance, real.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be up
Yeah.
on everybody's stage going crazy. Hey, 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 hey. No, Corbin keeps me balanced. And, and then,
Right, Corey. And you put those concrete boots on him when he needs them.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
She keeps. Oh, and she wanted to thank you guys too. I forgot to say this. She wanted to thank you guys for being here for me. So I'm not. I don't. I don't. I don't carry that anger no more. You know what I mean?
It isn't us. That
Nope.
isn't who made this happen.
You- You're a part of it. You guys help me think differently or feel differently. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, but we aren't the ones that made you come here.
Right.
We aren't the ones that introduced you by the circuitous route of some other chats that just seem to all of a sudden collect in a little quiet eddy someplace for the 5 or 6 or 7 of us. We didn't make that happen.
I floated in.
Yeah, you got to give credit to where credit's due.
We floated in together.
Yeah, the man did that.
Yep.
Mr. Big.
Yep.
Mr. Bigley.
Yep. Mr. Big. The one.
Yeah, yeah, kind of fit in over here for a while, or maybe for a good while. I don't know. I ain't done with you yet. Get over here and learn all about this. Get a new paint job over here. Take the dents out over here. Put some new gearing in over there. You know. Then we'll fuel you all up and get you on the race line again.
Yeah. I gotta pick my. Yeah.
And
I
Robert,
can't,
have a
do that.
blessing. You have a blessing there.
Where?
Corlin.
Oh yeah. I told her she's my. What did I tell her? She's my spiritual soulmate, and she's like, "How do you know that?" And I said, "You have a birthmark on your back that looks like a star. You're you're star people. You know what I mean?" She literally has a birthmark thing on her back that looks like a star, and she didn't even know it was there.
Huh.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's helped a lot of kids. 32 years.
That's when Laura was born. The first thing we noticed, she had a beauty mark on her face, and it was shaped like a diamond. And the doctors, she has a beauty mark. She hates it now, but I keep telling her, don't do anything about it. You were born with that. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
So she'll find out what it is too.
Yeah.
Well, you
Because
know,
you
sometimes
planted that.
sometimes I think Creator will reach down with his finger and touch certain people and say, "You're mine," and the mark is there to show it.
Yep.
Yes. That's great because I used to tell her it was an angel kiss.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah. Um, I don't know how me and Carlino got. You know what I mean? I don't know how it's connected. I was in a dream. This is how stuff happens to me. I was in a dream. We were like in a foreign land with like the older, long, tall brick buildings, real fancy with the high fence and all that fancy brickwork out front and stuff. We were standing across the street, and I look over at her, and she's wearing this goofy stocking hat. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, I never have seen her in a hat, right? Never. And then we're woken up in the morning, and then we're milling around. I look at the towel rack, and there's a red stocking hat sitting on the floor. And I picked it up, and I said, "Look, remember I told you about my dream? You were wearing this hat." You know? She's like, "No way." And I said, "We went somewhere together last night. This is the hat you were wearing." No shit. I'll never. That's one of the craziest dreams I ever
Well, did she own the hat before then?
had. It just was on her rack, and and it was on the floor for some reason.
Where it was thrown when you got back from the trip?
That was a trip. Yeah. That was funny.
You know, Robert, I wanted to point out because you are one of those that are that are able to remember your dreams, and this is probably for other people that are able to remember their dreams, and the dreams seem to have a significance to you. Okay, you are able
Yeah.
to do what is called lucid dreaming. You can control what happens in those dreams. Did you know that?
Yeah, I always investigate because I must have been some type of investigator.
Because
Even in my dreams, you know what I mean? Even in my dreams, like, where am I? What am I doing? Who am I with?
you
How'd I
can,
get there?
yeah, you can start to direct your energy within that to learn new things, or
I've been dreaming.
or to confront something that you've been avoiding.
Yeah. Yeah. When I moved up here, I lost a bunch of things, and I haven't even. Uh, I got to get my what's that called? You know that big red salt block that has a light in it? I have one of those.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Joseph,
What,
have a
Himalayan
good
salt?
Yeah, Himalayan salt lamp.
Yeah,
I got to get that set up in my by my bed.
God
that
bless
throw,
you too.
that throws out a nice modulated frequency.
Wow.
Oh, hello.
I hear something in the wood. What the heck was that?
Are we supposed to dream?
I think I do. I think that's when we're supposed to travel.
Yep, explore.
I never dream. I mean, once in a blue moon, but I hardly ever dream.
Robert, you heard something in the woods? You said.
Oh yeah.
What is it? What is it? What do you get? What's the feeling?
I don't know. It wasn't small. Probably an elk.
Well, call out to it. Go, Moy Sabe.
Moye sabe. See, they can't sneak in my woods because that's public, that's state land, and they don't clean it out. So they can't sneak around because there's so many logs on the ground and shit. They break sticks and shit.
Well, you know you got friends that hang around there at night.
Yeah.
Moe. That means friend. Sabe means brother.
Quiet. That was a lot of crashing. Interesting. It's pure black in the woods.
Yeah.
Can't see a thing.
That's why I'm hoping if I can light like a firefly, if I squat in the woods at night when I have to go, I won't stick myself with a stick. And I'd be crashing through the woods like that.
Yo. What is this? A bear walks soft-footed. That's I know the difference.
Well, unless they're moving quickly, or running
Right.
away. Yeah,
Right.
you can't really hear a bear coming up on you usually.
No. I sat right here and I look up and there's a bear in the tree. I didn't even hear nothing.
Yeah.
Not nothing. Wait, now I can hear something shuffling.
Hmm.
There's not many apples left. I don't know.
It's my elk sister.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Yeah, they move around here. I've seen some poop down by the wall there. Who's up here? Ed, are you here? Ed. No, the dog's in. Oh, oh yeah, they were. They in here. You guys didn't hear that? Where were you guys?
I heard something low frequency. What was it?
That was just a chair.
Oh.
I moved the chair and then Edge comes to see what I'm doing.
Oh.
It draws his attention immediately. You didn't even bark.
I was gonna say the dogs would go crazy if it was something, wouldn't they?
Frankie didn't even.
Not necessarily. If it's the big guys that come around, a lot of dogs will go absolutely silent.
Yeah.
The noise usually don't last too long.
Where was you?
The ones that are up around my brother's cabin in northern New York, when they come around, he has a what is it? Border collie? Yeah, border collie. And she actually lays right down when they come around, and is absolutely silent. Any other time, boy, she's chasing squirrels, rabbits, or whatever he says. But when they come around, she goes absolutely silent.
Huh.
I think that those particular beings have capabilities that we do not. Beyond what we have as human capabilities. Part of which is to be able to send out certain frequencies. I think that's my personal opinion. I'm not going to say that's a scientific fact or whatever. Okay, but they seem to be able to perceive energy and to transmit energy in ways that are different than we're able to do.
Wait. Frankie, you should have heard that. I don't know what's up with you. Frankie bark at anything. I can't believe you guys didn't hear that. You bark at everything that I don't hear, and when I hear it, you don't bark. Here, Ed. Never seen a dog bark or a dog beg for a saltine cracker. That's right here.
My yellow lab will eat anything.
That's right.
I mean anything. If she sees me eat it, she'll eat it. I don't think I've ever seen her spit anything out. Even eat dill pickle.
That's enough. All gone. All
Yeah.
gone. All gone. Funny. Riley eats your tomatoes off your plants. He doesn't care. Apples. I swear he was. Oh, he loves peaches too. You know that?
Yeah, fruit's good for dogs. Yeah.
I went out there and there's
Don't give them
50
grapes.
there's 50 peach pits on the driveway. I was like, what's going on? He's down there chewing on them. He spits the pit out. I think Corliss
Something
is
about
repeating him too much.
grapes.
No, he's eating too much. He won't stop eating the peaches that fall off. That's funny.
That's good.
Lose weight.
Well,
Yeah,
my
that's
good
good.
friends, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and
Yeah.
get ready to get some sleep under my belt.
You take care. Have safe travels tomorrow, and
Rest easy.
Tomorrow will be a good day. You know,
yes,
when you
Yeah.
get up in the morning and put your feet on the floor and that sort of stuff, I just say thank you and let's get on with her.
that's good.
I keep you all in my thoughts every night.
Yep. We'll be thinking about you tomorrow all day.
Yeah,
Till we see you.
Hey, don't do that. You won't get your chores done.
Eh,
Yeah,
I don't have the time anyway.
I gotta clean the coop tomorrow.
There you go. That ought to take your mind off it.
Yeah. Clean the coop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sunshine's coming tomorrow here.
Ah,
White plans for tomorrow. And I got to study today. I got a nap in and I studied some native history. And I took a couple messages of the Navajo about kinship, family, Dana.
yeah. The Dene people.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. I just love learning.
On happy we, my friends. Happy night, moon. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams for brother.
Aquini.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good evening.
Great night. That was great. That turned out great. That was great.
Yes.
I love how that happened. Interesting night. Who's all still with us? Jeff and Heather are still here.
Yep. Anna, Lisa. But I'm going to go ahead and close it down. And
All right, y'all send happy, positive energy and love.
yep. All of
right.
us.
All have sweet dreams and remember them.
I'm telling you, it's like I go into a coma. Open my eyes, daylight.
They say that's
Okay.
like when you're born, your memories flash. You lose your memory even in dreams. For those who don't remember their dreams, their memory is wiped harder. Gotta be.
You saying I have dementia?
No, it's like being born when you're reincarnated as a baby. Your mind's wiped. Some people. That's why you'll see the kids that can play piano when they're 5. They remember who they were. You see, they remember. They don't forget. They don't remember everything, but some things they bring back with them.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good. It's good stuff to study. It's fun. It's a good study. Like a prodigy children, star children of the
I
stars.
have to start looking for some books. See if there's any Choctaw
Good night,
or
Lisa. Good
I
night,
don't know.
Hannah.
I don't
Night,
know
Jeff
what
and
I'm
Heather.
gonna look for. Night, y'all. Thank you for coming. Love y'all.
I love you, Bonnie. Good night.
Love
If
you
you need
too,
anything,
Robert.
call me. If you need anything, just call me. If you want to talk or anything.
Thank
Okay?
you. I will.
All right. Make sure you do. Love you.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Y'all
Thank you.
have
Thank
a
you,
good
Bonnie.
evening. See you tomorrow.